Well, Jesus. Hey guys, welcome to Sober Saturday. I've got my Hoya Boati here, and I was kind of aware that it wasn't looking great after I featured this in the first episode of Rare Hoya. And there was a time in my life where I was really good at ignoring problems. I don't do it that often. I did ignore this, and oh boy, it's not great. Let's see if we can take a look at how dehydrated these leaves are. And as you can possibly see, it ain't great. I thought I would bring you along. I know Facebook groups get questions all the time when a plant looks like this. When people say check the roots, it's a scary thing if you're new to the hobby, for sure. And what exactly does root rot look like? I didn't even bring any substrate up from the basement where I store it because I know that this plant is in dire straits right now. I haven't seen anything crash this hard since Charlie Sheen and his tiger blood face. So we're gonna dump this out. We're gonna take a look at what we're dealing with. And I'm not gonna find a surprise here. This is not gonna look good. I am quite certain. Let's get it undressed here. And this is a critical care patient at this point. We're not quite at call the morgue, but it's a 911 call. This is not what I had planned to do today by any means, but it certainly needs to be done. So let's see if we can salvage this. It's actually, the vines are looking a little bit wrinkled, like if you elongated the edge of a quarter instead of having it go cross stitch. This once beautiful peduncle is dried up, so it's definitely going to be a chop situation. And the question is, am I just going to submerge this in a tub of water for a little bit today? Let's just see what we're looking at here. And this is a very plain looking Hoya. I won't flatter myself and assume you saw episode 1, especially with its weird formatting. As plain as this looks, the flowers are spectacular. They're a starfish, champagne, fuzzy, gorgeous. Might be a while before I see one of those. Let's see what we're dealing with. I'm going to set the camera up a little bit differently, and I'll be right back. So let me put you on hold. Okay, let's see what we've got. Dump this out. One of the telltale signs of root rot can be if you are watering your plant and it does not, oh dear, and it doesn't dry. This is one that dried fairly quickly, and so this is what we have. These are worthless. There's nothing salvageable here at all. So something definitely went awry. That's done. We know that. And my handy dandy bonsai scissors. The question is, how bad is it? This is all bad. This may not show up. It's pretty woody, but I bet if I cut it, it's a little bit. No, that is definitely on its way out. This part of the stem is also on its way out. I cannot tell if that's focusing or not. I'm so sorry. I hope it is. So I think what I will do is, these are not going to live. No question about that. So rest in peace, little fellas. This, there's no sap there, so that's no good. Let's see. There's a little sap there, but this, well, maybe. Okay. I am going to try it. Let's I'm gonna do a 2-node cutting there. I'm gonna do a 1-node cutting there. And I will probably just fast forward you through this. So let me just get going here. And here we are with what's left of Hoya boati. Let's give this overnight and see where we're at tomorrow. I will join you for, I guess, Sober Sunday. One single node, 2 leaves, a lot of water just poured out. That's classic. That's just classic YouTube plant channel right there. So this is what we have left out of all of that formerly beautiful vining Hoya boati. I'm cautiously optimistic, but barely optimistic. No, I'm a step above barely optimistic on this. The boati is one of the most aggressive Hoya I have growing in the collection. So I'm not too worried about this unless the petioles are beyond, I just did it again. Unless the petioles are beyond repairing. The stems are too dried out on all those other ones to even attempt a stem propagation. It's just not gonna work. They'll just rot. It's not worth my time. Hopefully this will live. I like to grow small plants in general. I don't like to start a large plant off as a 1-node, 2-leaf cutting, but that's what we have right here. The takeaway from this, because I kind of thought about what went wrong, and you saw it was in a very loose substrate, which is common for me. Maybe it could have used a little more coconut coir. It has warmed up. And the sun has moved west, which means in the window that plant was in, the pot was heating up more. It was getting more light, and I was keeping it on the same, in quotes, schedule, not checking it frequently enough, in other words. And that's kind of how quickly something like that can turn. And as I mentioned earlier, I noticed that the leaves were wrinkling. I don't know why I didn't address it right there. Maybe I had some other things going on. Maybe I just was hoping for the best. Anyway, it happens. It happens to everyone. I lose plants. The most experienced people, way beyond my experience, lose plants. You're going to lose plants. You probably already lost plants. If this had been my Philodendron amaryllense, I would be upset. This would be a 5-minute video of me crying into the piece of cake I was eating with my fingers. This is small stake stuff. If this lives, it'll grow back, and I'll have a real nice plant this summer. May not bloom till next year, but that's just how it goes. Accidents happen. So, lesson learned. No chance lesson learned. But anyway, thanks for joining me on this video. I hope that I have no reach right now on YouTube, but I hope videos like this find the new person to indoor gardening and they can lose a plant without guilt or shame. Just learn, adapt, move on. That has treated me well over the years I've been doing this, and my goodbye will be go find something to do kind for yourself, and I'll see you real soon in the next one. Bye-bye.